What if nothing you once wanted actually feels good anymore? Not bad, just empty. Have you ever reached a goal you worked so hard for, and instead of excitement, you feel nothing? No spark, no motivation, just this quiet, confusing disconnect. Your life, it still looks good. You're still responsible. You're still achieving, but inside you're asking, why don't my goals excite me anymore? Why do I feel disconnected from my life? Why does success feel empty? Even though nothing is technically wrong. If you're outgrowing your goals, feeling unmotivated, or questioning your life purpose in a season where you should feel grateful, this conversation is for you. Before we go any further, I want to give you a grounding resource. I've created a free core values finder that helps you reconnect with what actually matters to you, not who you used to be. You'll find it linked below in the description. Keep that in mind because we'll come back to it. Because what you are experiencing isn't a motivation problem. It's an identity shift. And once you understand that, this whole season starts to make sense. If this is your first time here, let me tell you why I understand this moment so deeply. For years, I've worked with women who look successful on paper, capable, responsible, high functioning. They've built the life, they've met the goals, they've handled everything. And privately, they tell me, I don't know what's wrong with me. My life looks good, but I don't feel connected to it. I've lived this as well. I remember sitting at my desk one night, staring at a list of goals I once prayed for. I had checked them off, and instead of pride, I felt a strange heaviness. I remember thinking, why am I not happy right now? That moment scared me until I understood what really was happening. That wasn't a breakdown, it was a transition. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why your old goals don't excite you anymore, what this feeling is actually signaling, and how this season is preparing you for a more aligned version of success. So let's walk through this together. And it starts with something almost no one ever talks about. Here's the truth. You didn't lose motivation. You evolved. And your goals didn't evolve with you. Most goals are created during a very specific season of life, a season where you needed safety, validation, stability, or proof. That version of you did exactly what she needed to do. But growth changes your nervous system. Research shows that as emotional awareness increases, people become less driven by external rewards and more by internal alignment. So when you say, I don't care like I used to, what you're really saying is, this goal no longer reflects who I am. That's not failure, baby. That's growth. Ask yourself this: who was I when I created this goal? And who am I now becoming? Because you didn't quit, you out. And once you've realized you've changed, the next realization can feel uncomfortable. This is where a lot of women get stuck. You hit the milestone, you reach the goal. And instead of joy, there's an emotional drop. Why? Because achievement gives dopamine, but fulfillment comes from psychology. Research shows that once basic needs and stability are met, money becomes the primary driver of satisfaction, not success itself. I remember hitting a milestone that I thought finally would make me feel settled. I told myself, once I get there, I'll relax. But when I got there, I felt flat. Like, what's next? Nothing was wrong with me. My inner world was asking for depth, not applause. I know you're probably thinking, but shouldn't I just be grateful? Let me tell you something. Gratitude and growth can exist at the same time. You can appreciate what you've built and still want alignment. Achievement checks boxes, meaning fills you. And that brings us to something deeper, something many people resist seeing. Many of your old goals were created in survival mode. They helped you get safe, get stable, and get out of something painful. Survival goals are powerful, but they're not meant to last forever. And you're no longer surviving. That's where the guilt creeps in. You think other people would be happy with this. But alignment asks different questions than survival. Survival asks, how do I get through? Alignment asks, who am I becoming? This is where reconnecting with your values becomes essential. And if you haven't, pause and download the Core Values Finder. It helps you identify what actually matters to you now so you stop chasing goals that no longer fit. Survival goals get you out, but alignment goals, they bring you home. Now, this next part is where most people panic. Motivation is not a personality trait. It's a response to alignment. When identity shifts, motivation fades first. That doesn't mean you're lazy. It means your inner self is saying, you can't pretend anymore. This is when people try to force motivation with planners, pressure, or comparison. But motivation doesn't return until identity and direction realign. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to ask, how do I get motivated? And start asking what no longer fits. Loss of motivation is information, not failure. And once you stop forcing yourself, something new starts to emerge. Old success was loud, external, measured by approval. New success is quieter, integrity, emotional clarity. This is where resistance shows up. Like, but I worked so hard for this. Yes, and that version of success carried you here. Redefining success doesn't erase the past. It honors your growth. Success evolves as you do, which leads to the most important reframe of all. You're not late. You're not broken. You're not losing your edge. You're being invited into alignment. This season, it isn't asking you to rush. It's asking you to listen. And if you want support doing that, download the free Core Values Finder because it is designed to help you reconnect with yourself without pressure. So, let me leave you with this. If your old goals don't excite you anymore, it doesn't mean you failed. It means you've grown. And your growth always creates a pause before a new direction appears. Once people realize this, another feeling lost. Not falling apart lost. Even though your life looks. In the next video of this series, we're going to talk about why feeling lost is a natural part of growth, why it often comes after success, and how to stop panicking when clarity hasn't arrived yet. Because feeling lost doesn't mean you're off track. It usually means you're between versions of yourself. I'll see you guys in the next video.